Hey guys, it's Philip Vanderboss. I'm the marketing manager for the Myrtle Beach Jeep Jam. And when I last checked in with you 2 weeks ago, I was here at my brother's house. If you remember, if you watched the video, this is his, I believe it's 81 Scrambler, CJ8. He's helping me with a project, which is this Cherokee Chief. So I purchased that 2 weeks ago, bought it here kind of near Wilmington, and the plan is to do some build on it, little projects on it, and to make that into a marketing vehicle basically for the event. So we're going to kind of brand it for the event and take it around and promote the marketing or the Myrtle Beach Jeep Jam with that vehicle, and do some builds on it, make some sponsor builds with some of our vendors and sponsors and partners on the event. And actually I have some interest, and we're already talking to a few people, and we have some exciting stuff coming for the build in the future. So but there's been a little bit of a change of plans. So I purchased this 78 Cherokee Chief, and the plan was to do the build with that. And it's in pretty rough shape. It's bare bones shape. It's minimalist. It doesn't have a lot of features to it. It's got manual door locks and no air conditioning. Manual windows, and we got nothing in the back. Basically no carpet. It's essentially a truck at this point. And it runs good, but it's very deleted in the interior essentially, and so it needs a lot of work. If you remember correctly, I had a Hummer H3 with me last time. I've actually decided to sell that. So I sold the Hummer H3. It is gone. So now this project vehicle is actually going to be my daily driver starting basically now, or Thanksgiving. So for that reason, and because of another opportunity that became available, I decided to change gears on this plan, on this project. So instead of Cherokee Chief, I've actually purchased something new. So if you want the Cherokee Chief, it's for sale. Contact me. But what's here to talk about today is the new vehicle I bought instead. So I'm going to turn the camera around here if I can hit the right button. Of course, I can never find the right button. Yeah, all right. Never mind. Okay, without further ado, what I purchased instead of the 78 Cherokee Chief is another full-size Jeep. It's essentially the same thing. It just has 4 doors, and this one has been worked on a lot more. So this is the new vehicle, and it is, boom, it's a Wagoneer. So, like I said, it's got the 4 doors, and this one was owned by a gentleman who lived in Murrells Inlet. Some of you may know him. He was the owner of a Dog's Way Inn, and this was his baby. He's done the restore work on this. So this is a 1989 Jeep Grand Wagoneer. So it's still a full-size Jeep like this one. You can see it just has a different grille on the front, and got the 4 doors. The window treatment's a little bit differently, but essentially it's the same thing. It's still an AMC 360 V8 engine, and it still has mostly the same problems, except for this one's been worked on a lot more. So the interior has been worked on. The exterior is obviously way better. The paint and everything's been done. So essentially, it's a much better starting point for this project. Requires a lot less work. We can start work on this thing right away and not have as many problems with it, theoretically. So this is the vehicle that we're going to be doing the build on instead. So there you go. That's nice white. Now, so this did originally come with the wood paneling, of course, on the side, which was removed when they did the body work on this. And the bodywork's a little bit rough, but you can see they went to a single color, which this Wagoneer would have never been sold this year. It was not available as just one color without the wood paneling. So it would have had the wood paneling on it, but it's been removed. I'm not sure what the original color was, but it's currently white, and white was a color that was offered in '89. But there you go. So there's the Jeep Wagoneer. So same concept. We're still going to do the projects on this, and like I said, I'm going to sell the Cherokee. We're going to go with the Wagoneer instead. So the interior, we'll show that probably in a future video, but the interior is much better on this as well, and it has kind of all the creature comforts that would work well for a daily driver. So I'm here with my brother at his house. We just cleaned the engine on this thing a little bit, make it a little bit easier to work on. I purchased some parts, and we're going to start doing the first projects basically today. We actually have spent some time on this, getting rid of some stuff in the interior that was messed up a little bit. Like I said, last time we fixed up the headlight, we've done clean the engine here. We've removed some things that didn't work from the engine bay. clean that up a little bit. And so we've done some work on that to make sure it's reliable enough, at least for me, to drive it back to Myrtle Beach to sell it. But now we're turning our focus to this one. So the plan for this weekend on this build, so the Grand Wagoneer was actually one of the last vehicles to have a carburetor in it. And so this is 89, it still has a carburetor. They had the carburetor all the way to 91 when they stopped making the Grand Wagoneer. So that's one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to do a fuel injection upgrade on this thing, and we're going to upgrade the distributor along with that, and new fuel pump and all the bunch of other stuff, new ignition, everything along that goes along with that. So we're going to do a whole system upgrade on that. So that's the main plan for this weekend, and we will have future, I'll be recording some content on that, and we'll do like kind of edited video for that instead of a live video, but because you don't want to watch a live video of us trying to do wrenching on this thing, we'll be cursing too much. So there you go. There is the Grand Wagoneer, and we will be planning on doing some future projects on this. It definitely needs some tires, a lift. I'm thinking, I don't know, what do you think, 5 inches lift, maybe 35-inch tires? That would look pretty badass on this. And then we're gonna do a wrap. Native Sons does vinyl wraps, and Native Sons is going to do a vinyl wrap for this. And like I said, we're going to brand it for the event. So I'll have some designs coming up online soon. I'm going to probably do 2 or 3 designs and kind of let you guys do a little poll and see what you guys think of what direction we should go with this. So I'm thinking for the theme of this, I want to have a theme to the build and not just, build a Jeep. And I'm thinking since we have the beach crawl and we have the beach crawl recovery team, that we kind of turn this into a beach crawl recovery vehicle. So stay tuned for that. That's kind of the idea with this. And like I said, we're going to have all kinds of projects going on with this. So I've been talking to a lighting sponsor. I've been talking to a tire sponsor and a lift, and some of the engine components here. The build we're doing this weekend. Hopefully we can get that sponsored. And yeah, so we have lots of opportunities. Actually, I've already talked to a floor mat sponsor as well, and I'm talking to possibly a seat sponsor. So, fix a couple of things in the interior that aren't too bad. But so yeah, there you go. If you have any thoughts or ideas on this, or if you have any interest in, if you're one of our vendors or sponsors, if you have any interest in helping us out with this build, we're gonna do lots of content with it and share it with our audience, and then so everybody can follow along throughout the next 6 months or so as we work on this, and then we'll hopefully be using it for some marketing of the event. You'll see us out at different events locally, Cars and Coffee or car shows or parades and stuff like that. So we will be using this vehicle to help us promote not just the marketing Jeep or the Myrtle Beach Jeep Jam, but also promote the fact that Jeeps are more than just Wranglers, and they're more than just current Wranglers and Gladiators. That there's a whole history of Jeep that are definitely welcome in our event, and we'd like to kind of encourage that community to join us more at the event in the future. So that's part of the purpose of this as well, is to embrace the full-size Jeeps, embrace the CJs, the square headlights, old round headlights, old AMC 360 base Jeeps, and even older. How about like Willys base, Willys older stuff, wood panel on the side, real wood panel on the side, or wood in the bed of the truck, that type of stuff, the old stuff. So we want to see all that stuff out at the Myrtle Beach Jeep Jam, and so this is kind of a start a little bit in that direction to join that community a little bit. So like I said, let me know if you have any thoughts or questions or want to help out in any way. And we look forward to kind of checking with you guys. Probably do a live video every couple weeks or so, just to give you a status update. And then we'll also be doing other content, and the more edited, produced content. And I'm going to have a whole build page coming online soon, which is going to show, make sure this is still running. Yeah, it's still running. Good. So I'm going to have a whole build page on the website soon, where you'll be able to see all the parts that we use and pictures and everything, the whole process. So you'll be able to follow along. So, all right. So I still love the Cherokee Chief, but unfortunately it's a little bit too much work. So I decided to kind of go in a different direction. This one, like I said, became available. The gentleman that worked on this, like I said, he owned a Dog's Way Inn, and he recently passed away. And so his family was selling this vehicle, and he did such a great job with it. It was such a good opportunity for me. I thought, it seemed like it's the right way to go. So anyway, so we're going to make sure we do well by him and take this vehicle in a new direction that will make him proud. So we will check in, like I said, in the future, and I hope to see your comments on this. So I hope you're excited, like it too, and a lot of fun to drive, by the way. And my dog loves it. Lots of windows. So, all right, thanks, guys. See you later.